MyGhost-Writer presents Echoes of Starlight, Book 3, Echoes of Starlight, Celestial Reverberations, Chapter 1. Chapter 1, The Celestial Conclave. Mia adjusted the clasp on her cloak, the fabric glinting with a starlit sheen as she and Alex approached the soaring spires of Alcyon. The city floated like an ethereal dream across the cosmos, constellations twinkling beneath its majestic expanse. It was a place where the veil between dimensions seemed to thin, where universal matters unfolded with a gravitas unlike any other. "Look at it, Alex," Mia breathed, her voice carrying the awe she felt in her bones. "I never imagined the conclave would be this resplendent." Alex gazed upward, his eyes tracing the paths of cosmic energy that interlaced with Alcyon's architecture. He nodded, the corners of his lips curving slightly. "It's more than just stunning. It's a convergence of worlds, Mia. Every corner seems to hum with purpose." They ventured into the grand hall where representatives of various realms, beings of starfire, echo, and light, gathered in communication. The space buzzed with conversations, each thread part of a larger, intricate tapestry. Ahead of them stood Aros, his presence commanding yet somehow serene. The Arcturian leader exuded an aura of quiet authority, eyes gleaming with the light of distant suns. "Welcome, envoys from Earth," he intoned, his voice rich and layered. Much like the nebulae swirling in Alcyon's sky, Mia stepped forward, her posture speaking volumes of respect. "We are honored, Aros. The responsibility of cosmic energy is a conversation long overdue." A soft, contemplative smile played across Aros's lips. "Indeed it is. To wield such power requires an understanding of its essence. Tell me, Mia, what does the starlight signify for you?" Mia glanced at Alex, drawing strength from his steady presence. "Starlight is knowledge." She began thoughtfully, "A beacon guiding us through the unknown. But also, it can be a burden, its radiance revealing things we're not prepared to face." "Wise words," Aros replied. "And it is this dual nature of enlightenment we must deliberate. Use or misuse, each choice echoes beyond our comprehension." Alex, contemplative as ever, interjected. "And what of the Arcturians, Aros? How do you balance the responsibility?" Aros met his gaze with a thoughtful pause. "With humility and constant reflection, our stewardship of cosmic energy demands it. Every use of power has ramifications. It whispers across the stars, urging balance." The dialogue unfolded like the universe itself, vast, complex, interconnected. With every exchange, Mia and Alex were pulled deeper into the tapestry of the conclave, the discussions etching paths upon their souls. As their conversation deepened, the corridors of Alcyon echoed with the gravity of their discourse, each sentence a step on an uncharted journey. A journey that could redefine the very essence of cosmic responsibility. As the day waned and starlight glazed the city in an otherworldly luminescence, Mia turned to Alex, her voice barely above a whisper. "What if we've already set the echoes in motion, Alex? What if the choices we've yet to make are already resonating somewhere in the cosmos?" "Then," Alex replied, his tone both reassuring and resolute, "we must be certain of the notes we strike, Mia. The harmony of this symphony depends on it." Their words lingered in the air, entwining with the cosmic rhythm that surrounded Alcyon, promising challenges and revelations to come. Chapter 2. Chapter 2, The Echo Chamber Metaphors. Mia and Alex wandered through the luminescent alleys of Alcyon, their paths leading them to the heart of the echo chamber. This secluded sanctuary, nestled within the city's celestial architecture, was a marvel of acoustic engineering. The chamber defied the norms of sound, amplifying whispers into symphonic conversations that resonated through its hallowed halls. As they crossed into the chamber, Mia's footsteps increased in volume, merging into a symphonic march. She turned to Alex, her voice a curious melody. "What do you make of this place, Alex? It feels like every single sound has a life of its own here." Alex paused, listening intently as their words rebounded from wall to wall, creating a kaleidoscope of echoes. "It's unlike anything I've ever experienced," he replied, his tone introspective. "It's as if each echo is a reminder of our impact, not just here, but everywhere." Mia nodded, her eyes reflecting the ambient starlight. It's fitting, isn't it? We're in a place where even the faintest sound is immortalized. It makes me wonder about our own echoes in this universe. They meandered deeper into the chamber, taking in its serene beauty. The architecture seemed to dance with their movements, patterns shifting as if whispering ancient secrets. Mia leaned closer to Alex, her voice soft yet earnest. When we think about the choices we've made, do you ever wonder if we've done right by them? Alex met her gaze, considering her words carefully. I do. Every single day. I believe our echoes, our choices, are like ripples in a vast ocean. But what defines them is our intent. That intent shapes their course. Still, that intent isn't always clear, Mia said thoughtfully. Take our journey here, for example. We're driven by a sense of duty, but what if we unknowingly tilt the scales of balance? Alex placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder. That's why we're here, Mia, to understand more, to weigh our responsibilities. This journey is as much about discovery as it is about action. They continued their dialogue, resonating through the chamber's intricate design as whispers of mentors and seekers surrounded them, a choir of ideas harmonizing with their discourse. As they walked, they noticed a subtle change in the echoes, a shift in tones that seemed to respond to their conversation. It was as if the chamber itself was engaging with them, a third voice contemplating their thoughts. So, what do we do with that comprehension? Mia asked, genuine curiosity glimmering in her eyes. Alex smiled gently, gesturing round them as if to encompass the entire cosmo-harmonic space. We listen, we learn. Each resonance teaches us something new, and those lessons guide our steps, no matter how faint the echo. Mia pondered over his words, the gravity of understanding settling into place. The paradox of influence, wielding power without tipping the balance. Our echoes must navigate this labyrinth with the utmost care, Alex. As they reached a crescendo in their rumination, the echoes subsided, leaving a calm silence that enveloped them like a soft whisper. The realization dawned. Every choice was a metaphor for their cosmic quest, a delicate balance of understanding and uncertainty. Do you hear that, Alex? Mia whispered, captivated by the chamber's ambience. He nodded, a quiet determination shimmering in his eyes. Yes, Mia. It's the chorus of our journey urging us forward, our echoes woven into this cosmic tapestry. With their newfound understanding, Mia and Alex left the echo chamber, their dialogue a thread in the greater fabric of Alcyon's cosmic continuum, an intricate melody that promised transformation, both personal and universal, waiting to unfold. Chapter 3, Alcyon's luminescent arteries. The streets of Alcyon pulsed with a life of their own. This was not the hustle and bustle of a typical city, but an ethereal rhythm, a dance of translucent pathways glowing with starlight. Mia and Alex made their way through these luminescent arteries, eagerly absorbing the cosmic energy that hummed around them. It was here, amidst the miraculous interplay of light and shadow, that they found themselves drawing closer to the heart of Alcyon's thriving intellect, a place where dialogue was the lifeblood. Imagine what we've yet to uncover, Mia mused, her gaze sweeping over the elegant structures that seemed to breathe alongside them. Each being here, each interaction, we're just at the beginning. Alex, walking beside her, offered a nod of agreement. It's like every path calls out a different question. Each step is an invitation to explore another facet of our existence. As they conversed, they entered the central square of the luminous abyss, a gathering point for interdimensional travelers and scholars. The air crackled with anticipation as dialogues erupted among clusters of beings, each conversation sparking new insights. Mia stopped near a pair of deep blue Alcynite scholars who were debating passionately. Intrigued by their fervor, she leaned in slightly. "Excuse me," she said, voice respectful yet curious. "May we join your discussion?" The taller of the two, a figure radiating a soothing azure light, turned towards Mia with a gracious nod. "You are most welcome. We were contemplating the nature of cosmic determinism versus free will, a subject that never ceases to enchant the mind," he explained, his voice musical and rhythmic. Alex immediately engaged, stepping closer. "It's a fascinating topic indeed. Are we merely echoes in a preordained symphony, or do our choices chart new courses amidst the stars?" The second scholar, with eyes like twin stars, replied thoughtfully, "An eternal question that transcends time and dimension itself. Every decision sends ripples through the cosmos. Yet those ripples may flow within the bounds of a greater cosmic composition. As their dialogue deepened, Mia could feel her understanding stretching, straining against the confines of her previous beliefs. She turned to Alex, her expression contemplative. Free will and destiny, do you think they are inherently at odds? Or could they coexist, Alex? Alex paused, the edges of his mouth curling upward at the challenge. I'd like to believe they're two sides of the same coin. Choices give us agency, while destiny unspools the threads of our story. One doesn't render the other obsolete. The street's golden light shimmered over their conversation, each phrase highlighted by the city's ambient glow. Each word seemed charged with the promise of greater comprehension. The first scholar smiled, an expression of profound satisfaction. Balance, then, is not a static state, but an ever-evolving dance. We learn, adapt, choose, and in doing so, we draft our fate. Mia absorbed his words, the intellect behind them resonating within her. And do we believe things happen for a reason? That there is purpose behind every serendipitous or tragic moment? The second scholar nodded, a thoughtful silver glint in his eye. Perhaps the reason is simply what unfolds from our responses, the purposes we create. The universe provides the canvas. We brush on the meaning. As they concluded their discussion, Mia and Alex exchanged a knowing glance. It was clear that conversations like these were the true heartbeats of Alcyon, propelling them forward into the unknown. With gratitude and enriched understanding, they took their leave from the scholars, continuing along the city's luminescent paths. The dialogues they encountered whispered and roared in their minds, remnants of a discourse that would guide them through the tapestry of their cosmic journey. Mia, Alex said softly, breaking the reflective silence between them. With every exchange, I feel a transformative weight lifting, like we're peeling back layers of ignorance to uncover something beautifully nuanced. Mia touched his hand, her eyes alight with clarity. Then let's keep questioning, Alex. We won't find all our answers here, but the more we explore, the more partially illuminated this grand mystery becomes. As they continued their journey through Alcyon's glowing veins, their shared dialogue intertwined with a multitude of cosmic voices, a harmonious symphony promising new revelations with each step they took. Are you ready for whatever comes next? Mia asked, her voice filled with an eager anticipation. Alex nodded, a hint of determination in his smile. Absolutely. With every step, we're one question closer to the answers we seek. Let's continue exploring until the very echoes of starlight reveal their truths to us. Their voices lingered, weaving into the luminous fabric of Alcyon, as the promise of unending discovery beckoned them further into the depths of cosmic comprehension. Chapter 4. Chapter 4, The Wisdom of Mekari. Mia and Alex meandered through the ethereal landscapes of Alcyon, their path guided by whispers of insight and flickers of starlight. Today, they were to meet with the Mekari, a clandestine sect known for their devotion to cosmic equilibrium. The prospect of dialogues with such intricately tuned minds only heightened their anticipation. Do you think we're prepared for this? Mia inquired, her voice barely rising above the ambient hum of cosmic energy. Alex adjusted the strap of his shoulder bag, which carried notes and trinkets of their journey. Prepared? He mused, a gentle smile on his lips. No. But ready? Absolutely. The Mekari's wisdom can challenge our understanding, and that's exactly what we need. Their conversation carried them to a secluded haven, hidden behind a veil of luminescent vines cascading from the arches of Alcyon's vast canopy. It was here that the Mekari gathered, their presence as subtle and profound as the starlight illuminating the city. The leader of the Mekari, a serene figure draped in flowing garments of soft light named Eldra, approached with a nod that seemed to convey welcome and deep reflection. Mia, Alex, we are pleased that you've come to seek dialogue. Mia inclined her head respectfully. The pleasure is ours, Eldra. Your reputation precedes you, renowned for an understanding of cosmic balance unlike any other. Eldra gestured for them to sit upon the circle of stains that marked the gathering space. Balance in itself is an ever-shifting force, she began, her voice as soft as the murmuring cosmos. We are its stewards, yes, but how much do we truly grasp the nature of harmony? The nature of harmony? Alex echoed, taking a seat. It's something we thought beliefs and ethics could clearly define. Are they not sufficient? Eldra smiled knowingly, her eyes glimmering with the wisdom of countless stars. Consider harmony like a star's light guiding a path. Misplaced, it can dazzle and distort. Correctly aligned, it reveals truth. Even intent must be impeccable. Mia leaned forward, her curiosity piqued. And how do you, the Mekari, determine what's impeccably aligned? A renewed intensity filled Eldra's gaze as she replied, through dialogue, it is both a mirror and a map. Conversations reveal the shadows within light, allowing us to adjust our actions. With an understanding nod, Mia said, these exchanges reshape not just our journey, but the universe itself. Eldra paused, her silence laden with the weight of thought, before she continued. Precisely. An accuracy of understanding through dialogue creates ripples that mend the cosmic weave. Our voices must represent clarity and composite thought within the chaos. Reflecting on Eldra's insights, Alex ventured further. When you speak of chaos and balance, it almost sounds like a delicate ecosystem. Is that what the universe is? A finely tuned balance of competing elements? In essence, yes, Eldra stated, her gestures as layered as her words. The cosmos balances order and chaos as an artist balances color and canvas. To us, every exchange is a stroke upon this grand masterpiece. Mia seemed to digest the simplicity of such a profound truth, speaking as if weaving her words into the tapestry of ideas. Then each word spoken, each silence held, must hold a weight of its own, a responsibility not just to ourselves, but to the universe at large. Eldra regarded her with quiet approval. To wield cosmic energy is to navigate a sea of reflections, our intentions mirrored across eternity. The solemnity of their discourse lingered, the discussions painting visions of challenges and resolutions in Mia's mind. Together, they were sketching a blueprint of understanding that stretched beyond mere observation. It was a timeless commitment to equilibrium. In our pursuit of knowledge and understanding, Alex proposed, how do we ensure that we bring balance to those echoes so that they resonate with growth and not decay? Eldra's expression softened into one of encouragement. Through steadfast commitment to dialogue and an openness to change, every echo finds its note of harmony. The clarity of that insight resonated deeply within Mia. She turned to Alex with a renewed conviction. This dialogue must be constant, a journey rather than a destination. Their exchange with the Mekari concluded with a shared sense of purpose, a unified understanding that continued to evolve and redefine itself. As they prepared to leave, Eldra offered parting words that glimmered with promise. In your every echo, strive to see both the light and the shadow. Balance guides all. Exiting the Mekari enclave, Mia and Alex carried this newfound wisdom with them, etched in their consciousness and ready to light the way forward. So, Mia, Alex began, the question in his voice adding vibrancy to the silence shared between them. After our time with the Mekari, are you ready for what lies ahead? Mia's smile, bright like the celestial trails encircling Alcyon, conveyed confidence. Yes, Alex, I believe our voices together can chart a course through the shadows. The cosmos may be vast, but our echoes could be its brightest stars. Their dialogue intertwined with the universe's ever-expanding pattern, two seekers buoyed by the wisdom of their encounter and bound by the certainty that the balance they sought would one day bear the clarity of the starlight they cherished. Chapter 5, Galvanic Terraces, Gardens of Dialogue. The galvanic terraces unfolded before Mia and Alex, a breathtaking expanse of tiered gardens alive with luminescence. Each level teemed with exotic biospheres where flora pulsed with light, each leaf and petal a testament to the cosmic energy that nourished it. Here, the balance of creation and communication was tangible, a living metaphor as vibrant as the life that thrived within. As they stepped into this verdant space, Alex couldn't help but marvel at the sheer splendor. Every element seems to sing with life, he observed, his voice filled with wonder. It's as if the gardens themselves are engaging in an endless dialogue. Mia nodded thoughtfully, inhaling the fragrant air deeply. It's a symphony of growth and communication, she agreed. We can learn from this interconnectedness, the way each component supports and enhances the others. They wandered through the terraces, their steps synchronous with the rhythm of the gardens. As they ascended to a higher tier, they encountered a group of beings engrossed in earnest conversation. These were the curators of creation, caretakers of the galvanic terraces, dedicated to nurturing the delicate balance between growth and dialogue. One of the curators, a being whose skin shimmered like liquid silver, noticed their approach and offered a welcoming smile. "Visitors from Earth," they greeted, their voice resonant with the warmth of sunlight filtering through leaves. "Welcome to our gardens." Here, even nature finds its voice. Mia, captivated by their surroundings, responded with genuine appreciation. "Thank you for having us. We've heard these terraces are not only beautiful, but enlightening in their own right." "Indeed," the curator replied, gesturing to a luminous flowering vine. "Each plant here holds more than simple beauty. It is a participant in a continuous exchange. Tell me, how do you perceive dialogue in your world?" Alex considered the question, his analytical mind weaving thoughts into a coherent response. "Dialogue for us is largely verbal, but I see now it can transcend spoken language. It's the potential for understanding and growth that defines it, much like these gardens." The curator nodded, satisfaction evident in their shimmering gaze. "Exactly. Here, every interaction is an opportunity to foster deeper connections, much like the symbiotic relationships you see among the flora." Intrigued, Mia pointed towards a kaleidoscope of fluttering entities that danced amidst the blossoms. "And those creatures, are they also part of this network of dialogue?" "Yes," the curator replied, a note of pride threading through their words. "They pollinate and spread life, but also exchange with us their stories, transforming the garden and our understanding of it." The notion persuaded Mia to reflect aloud. "It's remarkable. It almost feels as though observing and listening are as crucial as speaking. That in itself is transformative." Alex shared in her revelation, his gaze sweeping over the terraces, teeming with life. "Perhaps there's more wisdom here than we could ever uncover in a single visit." Moved by their contemplation, the curator gestured for them to join a circle forming around an ancient tree whose roots sprawled like veins through the tiers. "Would you partake in a dialogue with us? Each voice, each thought, adds a unique note to the music of our endeavors." Eager to indulge in this connection, Mia and Alex joined the circle, welcoming the symphony of voices, both seen and unseen, that resonated within the gardens. They shared experiences, exchanging their light and shadows with the curators, their words weaving into the very fabric of the terraces. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the galvanic terraces glowed with an internal fire, the gardens coming alive with an iridescent dance. The curators had begun to leave, their parting glances filled with a warmth akin to completion. "Thank you," Mia expressed, her voice heartfelt. "This experience, it's taught us more than words alone could convey." With a serene nod, the curator replied, "And thank you both for contributing to our dialogue. Remember, every voice can influence the light that we share." As they departed, Alex intertwined his fingers with Mia's, a silent promise between them. "This is just another chapter," he began softly. "The gardens have shown us that even silent exchanges can bear the weight of meaningful dialogue." Mia squeezed his hand lightly, her eyes reflecting the luminescence of the terraces. "And that communication thrives beyond words," she echoed. "We carry this lesson into all our encounters, where every interaction can foster growth." The garden's gentle hum accompanied them as they retraced their path under a canopy of stars, leaving galvanic terraces enriched. Their journey ignited anew by a dialogue as vast and captivating as the universe itself. Chapter 6. Chapter 6. Echoes of the Cosmic Atrium. As the soft cloaks of twilight descended upon Alcyon, Mia and Alex approached the entrance of the Cosmic Atrium, a grand repository of universal knowledge. The atrium's walls shimmered with radiant constellations, each star an embedded gem, casting gentle illuminations into the halls beyond. This place was not just a library, it was a sanctuary for the preservation and evolution of cosmic understanding. Mia glanced at the carved pillars that flanked the doorway, each etched with intricate patterns that seemed to hum with history. "What secrets do you think await us inside?" she pondered aloud, her tone tinged with both anticipation and curiosity. Alex adjusted the satchel slung over his shoulder, his steps measured against the gravity of the moment. "If knowledge is the architecture of civilization, then this atrium is its heartbeat," he mused, his eyes tracing the constellations above. It's where echoes of past and potential futures resonate, a dialogue that transcends time. As they stepped inside, they were greeted by spectral echoes, intangible manifestations of intelligence that flitted like phantoms between towering bookshelves. These echoes were guardians in their own right, whispering fragments of wisdom to those willing to listen. The guardians of this place speak, but only to those who listen. A voice like velvet entered their ears. Emerging from the shadows was a figure cloaked in twilight hues, the Keeper of Echoes, a scholar dedicated to the atrium's protection. "I am Lyra. Welcome, seekers." Mia nodded in acknowledgement. "We seek understanding of our place within this tangled web of cosmos and our responsibilities within it." Lyra gestured towards the center of the atrium, where celestial maps floated in suspended animation, each charting different dimensions of reality and possibility. "The echo of one's journey reflects upon these stars," she explained. "Each thread of life thoughtfully considered can reveal a tapestry of purpose." Alex stepped closer to one of the maps, touched by its swirling lights. "Are we simply weaving our own narrative, or are we being woven into something greater?" "Both," Lyra replied, her voice carrying an ancient familiarity. "Your choices are momentary pulses in a vast rhythm, shaping and being shaped, a symphony of many echoes." Mia's eyes shone with a dawning clarity. "And what of the cosmic shadow we have sensed, a looming presence that ebbs and flows like tides within our journey?" At this, Lyra's expression shifted, her eyes deepening into pools of thought. "Every light must cast a shadow. Balance demands it. The shadow looms where understanding withers. Illuminate it, and you diminish its power." In conversation lilted through the vast chamber, each word a note in a complex arrangement of stars and destiny. With every exchange, the atrium seemed to pulse with the essence of comprehension. But how do we mitigate the effects of that shadow? How do we balance these echoes amidst a vast sea of clarity and ambiguity? Alex questioned, his voice steady with intent. Lyra touched a starlit map, causing the constellations to pulse. "Through unity and purpose. When you align your intent with the collective need, you diminish chaos and foster harmony." "I suppose," Mia reflected, her tone softening with insight, "it's much like tuning an instrument. Each echo must resonate in harmony with the tapestry of the cosmos." Lyra offered a serene smile, an expression of fulfilling hope. "Precisely. Become attuned to the reverberations of your journey, and these halls will always guide you." As if echoing their understanding, the atrium itself settled into a gentle hum, a promise of continuity and enlightenment. With gratitude and a flourish of newfound determination, Mia and Alex took their leave from Lyra, their spirits buoyed by the celestial wisdom imparted to them. As they walked past the threshold, back into the spirited world of Alcyon, Alex inclined his head towards Mia, the weight of cosmic contemplation light upon his shoulders. "We're not just exploring stars, we're exploring the dialogue that defines them. And us," Mia added, her gaze rocking towards the celestial dome overhead. "Each choice, word, and relationship cultivates the universe we experience." The echo of Lyra's wisdom lingered with them as they stepped back into the living cityscape of Alcyon, a city that continued to whisper, hum, and resonate with life. "Do you feel prepared for what lies beyond?" Mia asked, her voice almost drowned under the orchestral sound of the city. "More than prepared," Alex replied, the corners of his mouth lifting with resolve. "We're in harmony with the echoes. Whatever shadows await, they will find us ready to light their path." As they strode forward, hand in hand, they vanished into the kaleidoscope of Alcyon, the celestial reverberations of their journey, forever unfolding amidst the vast canvas of the universe. Thank you for listening to My Ghostwriter.